I'm Zal Rustam. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Ipieca Response Limited in the United Kingdom. I've had over 30 years in the upstream oil industry, crisis management and emergency response industry, and for the last 28 years I've been involved in the UK National Counter-Pollution Response for the UK's Coast Guard's Maritime and Coast Guard Agency. Absolutely delighted to be part of the initiative here run by GIWACAF and the IMO to deliver IMS300 training and a real-time exercise under the guidance and controls of SAMSA. So where's the importance and what's the fit? Well, with a lengthy career which started with incidents such as the Piper Alpha through to right now with whatever's going to happen tomorrow morning being unknown, we've learnt, and certainly I have learnt, the importance of setting methodology and standards to the way we respond to incidents. And that's any incident. It doesn't have to be cataclysmic incidents or big natural disasters or big pollution incidents. Any event that's an abnormality needs to be brought back under control in a timely, a cost-effective manner, but most importantly in a way that minimises social and economic upset to the communities that are impacted. So here's a system that allows us to do that. It's a structured system that allows multiple agencies to come together, allows commerce and government to come and work together to correct problems, to take issues, to turn them around and return to normality as soon as possible in the right way for both nature and the societies that have been impacted by those incidents. I appreciate that. That sounds like a lot of words without actually getting to a point. So the reality is that we have, through experience as an industry, learnt from mistakes and learnt that there are processes we can undertake to put things right much better when things go wrong. And the reality is things do go wrong. So the system we're working on here on the project driven by GIWACAF for the IMS300 training, or the IMS300 training as we call it using Ipieca's terminology, is to make sure that in the event of an incident taking place, anybody who is impacted or involved can work together utilising the same system. We use the same terms of phrase, the same forms, the same processes, and we all understand what everybody else is doing. The lesson we learnt was a fair way back in the 1970s in the United States. Southern part of California, the wildfires that used to happen almost on an annual basis and still do, would cross county borders and would cross state lines. And as they did so, they went from one fire service to another, where different terminology was used and different expectations and priorities came into play. So actually, the authorities couldn't work together to achieve a common goal. So a process had to be put in place and standards had to be agreed and accepted, where actually responding entities can all be doing similar performance routes to achieve a common goal. And that's exactly what we're setting out to do here. Tried and tested approaches that we've proven throughout the world, that throughout certainly my career I've been able to do in multiple cultures, multiple global terrains, and for a whole variety of incidents and response requirements, including of course the big oil spills that hit the media and make some phenomenal frontline images for awe-inspired school kids to dwell on for years to come, right the way through to those devastating events like earthquakes, again wildfires, floods, tsunamis, outbreaks of diseases. Any of these types of things can be led, controlled and managed by using the IMS300 process and the IMS processes that we are working on today with SAMSA, and we will exercise as we take this project forwards. So the initiative that's been put together by the IMO, by Ipieca, by GIWACAF and by SAMSA is all about bringing the right players together across the span of government and across industry so that when things go wrong, we're able to deal with it. What this does is this builds national capacity and capability for South Africa. But more importantly, it takes it region-wide because we're using the same standards across borders and across nationalities. So it allows support within the region. It allows us to use standard processes so we can each learn from each other. So we can actually work as a response community and not isolated nations.